Hi, as a realtor here on the Space Coast, I work with both sellers and buyers. When working with buyers, you're going to have a choice between a resale home or a new construction home. When buying new construction, I'm often asked by buyers, do I need to get a home inspection? Simple answer is absolutely yes. I find just as many problems with new construction homes, if not more, than I do with resale homes. Uh, when buying a new construction home, you're again going to have two choices: either a spec home, one where everything's been picked by the builder, or you're going to have the choice of a dirt build where you pick everything from the lot to the floor plan to countertops, carpets, flooring, etc. Um, Now, there are two different types of inspections that you can get. You can get what's called a phased inspection, or you can get a regular home inspection similar to what is done on a resale home. When buying a spec home, that's what you're going to get, is a normal inspection. It kind of works just like a resale home, where we wait till everything's finished, and then before closing, we have an inspector come through, find out what potential issues there are, and then we negotiate with the builder to try and correct those issues. Um, Many times the salespeople who work for builders will tell you, oh, you don't need an inspection. We go ahead and do 14 inspections and check everything on the house. Well, again, let me remind you of something. The person who works for the builder, their salesperson, they are an employee of the builder. Their job is to answer your questions with the absolute best uh, answer they can give you for the builder, because that's who they work for. So everything is tinged in that way. Now, when you are building a dirt home, again, you're going to be told you don't need an inspection. I'm going to tell you, yeah, absolutely you do. This is where I recommend a phased inspection. That phased inspection will be generally it's three parts. Part one is at the pouring of the foundation. We want the inspector to see how the foundation is poured, make sure it's done properly. Number two is before drywall is put up. This is important because the inspector can peer into the walls, see how they have been insulated, see how the electrical and plumbing are laid out, to make sure we don't have an issue beforehand that has to be corrected later at great expense. And then lastly, we're going to do a full inspection of the home, similar to a resale inspection, where they're going to look everything over and give us their final opinion. And again, we would then negotiate with the builder at that point. One thing to keep in mind when you hire an inspector, you're going to have a lot of choices. I'll give you some options of people who we've had good luck with in our office, but whoever you pick, I recommend, especially with new construction, to get somebody who has infrared technology. Infrared technology allows the inspector to peer within the walls and allows them to see things like missing insulation, cold spots where things weren't properly done, maybe a leak where the temperature changes and you can see moisture, potentially a nail that's touching a pipe or an electrical wire that's causing a hot point. Whatever the case may be, we want to make sure that that inspector can see those things that maybe others might miss and make your house as trouble-free as possible, because that's really what we're all looking for.